What's up, guys? It's Trevor here, and in this week's video we're going to talk about how to reinvest your profits in your business the correct way. So say you have some sort of online business. This is what the main focus of this video is about, is for people with online businesses. If you own a physical business, there's different ways to reinvest your profits, and there is just a harder way to scale with something like a physical business unless you do something like franchising and absolutely max out the capacity that you can get in your location. Because with physical businesses, people are only going to travel so far to see or just to get to that location for that product or service, and if it's too far away, they're just going to go to the nearest solution that may not be as good, but it's just closer, and you know that anyways. So for online businesses have the advantage of being able to reach everyone across the world and in your target demographic. And in this week's video, we're going to talk about just United States. If you have a US business and you're selling to the US, all 50 states, maybe just 48 states because you don't want to ship to the 2 other states like Hawaii and Alaska. But regardless, how do you scale, or how do you reinvest your profits correctly? So if your business is making 10 grand every month net profit after expensive cost of goods, cost of employees, subscriptions, accounting, it's just everything 10K left. This is 120 grand every single year net profit. That is the amount that you are potentially taxed on. Now there are different ways to lower this tax bill that we're not going to talk about in this video specifically, but this 120K number is usually not what you're taxed on, because there's just so many ways with businesses you can mitigate with write-offs, tax rules that you need to discuss with your accountant. If you're making at least 50K a year within your business, it is worth hiring an accountant to just save you the difference in just taxes. So with that being said, if you have a business that does 120K per year in net profit, some of the ways that you can reinvest that profit, depending on what kind of business you own, is if you're paying for advertising within the business. So if you own a SaaS company, if you own an e-commerce business, if you own a lead generation business, these 3 businesses rely on traffic. Obviously, with each one of these, there's different ways you can get traffic or have traffic come to you. So specifically for lead generation, you could do outbound, meaning you are just going out and trying to prospect and find different people that can be potential leads, or you can run traffic. So something like Google PPC, where people are already looking for a specific service or product, then you serve that ad in front of them. There's different ways to get that traffic. And if you have a business that relies on getting more traffic, and just ultimately more traffic equals more revenue equals more profit at the end of the day, this is how you have to use your profits to grow your business. If your business is already making 10K every month in profit and you want it to get to 20K, which is a 2x, then you need to essentially double your ad spend. So double your advertising budget, double your advertising spend in the platform that you're already using, getting the results. Now, without getting too in depth with advertising and digital marketing specifically, the more you spend, the more data you will get in, the more educated decisions you can make generally, and with more money spent, you can make these better decisions that will lead to better results. Now, the more money you spend to a certain degree, the higher up you need to go into the buyer funnel, because if you know anything about business, this is a buyer funnel. People that are on the top of the funnel, meaning they are the coldest of leads, meaning they probably have just seen your ads one time and they just didn't click your ad, or saw it once and just ignored or swiped away on social media. And then maybe if they're in the middle of the funnel, they already went to your website, they at least checked out the product or service, they read through the description product, they liked it a little bit, but they just bounced because maybe they aren't ready to buy, or they don't know they don't know an answer to a question that they have. But then on the very bottom of the funnel, which is the warmest of the leads, is going to be people ready to buy, and you just need to show up your advertisement to them at this level to capture the most amount of sales, being the most profitable. Now, there are other ways to combat this audience, because the more people that come from the middle of the funnel onto your website, they could be just still like on the research stage, and you hit them with a retargeting ad that will bring them further down the funnel. And you just have to kind of make your website and funnel in a way that you're able to work the customer down that buying decision from just noticing your ad in the first place, to clicking your ad, to be retargeted with the ad, and then ultimately converting as a purchase or a lead for your company. So the number one way to reinvest your profits are just going to be, if you want more profits every month, is to spend more on advertising, because this is the only way you're able to actually ramp up your profits, just the most straightforward way. There are other factors like conversion rate. There's also others like traffic, more qualified traffic. But generally speaking, the most straightforward way is to spend more on the terms, the traffic that you're already bidding on and spending money with. So number one is just advertising. Number two is going to be employees. This is a great way to reinvest money back into your business, free up more time. And generally, if I'm spending more than 5 hours a day on that specific business, I want 5 hours of deep work, not just loose work, just watching YouTube on one screen and then doing the work on another. 5 hours of deep work, then I feel like it's way too much work already, and it's time to find a employee to do that task. So employees are going to be a great way to reinvest your profits, because not only it's going to free up more time, which allows you to do a whole host of other things, like work on other aspects of your business that may drive more growth for the business. Along with that, employees are just essential to every business, because right now, at least, there's no way to hire robots that can automate everything just completely A to Z. There are tasks in every single business that requires a human, because a robot is just not able to get there right now, at least. So advertising and employees are the two things that we cover so far. And number three is going to be your back end. So email marketing, retargeting. So return customers is something that not a lot of people like to talk about, because a lot of people are too focused on just the front end, the cold traffic, more new customers. But building a strong returning customer base is very powerful for your business, because if you suddenly just turn off all your advertisements, you still have some revenue coming in from the people that are just returning to your business to buy. Now, along with that, there's also organic traffic, which is a free version of the paid advertisement that you're doing, depending on what you're using. Like Google PPC, there's Google SEO, and that traffic is going to be free, but it takes time to build up your SEO, build up links, write the articles, and just build up the page to be SEO optimized, so you can get the maximum of free organic traffic that's relevant to the pages that are converting for you. So SEO, employees, email marketing, and advertisement are the four that we just talked about in this video. And now there are others that I would love to talk about, but obviously it can go on for a long time. But those are the four aspects that I really like to invest my profits in my business. Actually, I just want to do maybe two bonuses, which is going to be a self-employed IRA within your business. Now, if you have an LLC, S corporation, you can set up something called a SEP IRA, which is a self-employed taxable account within your business. Now, please consult with an accountant, because the way I have it set up, I have a brief understanding, but obviously the tax strategist, the tax professional knows a lot more than I do. But basically, in the gist of things, a SEP IRA is a way to save on taxes, write it off your tax bill, and reinvest that profit back into your business's retirement for you, is basically what my understanding is. Along with that, you can select a S corporation status, which will save up to 15% of taxes potentially on your business. And this only really makes sense to do if you're making more than 50 grand every single year in net profit. Anything under is not worth it, because you're going to have to pay a bunch of fees to your accountant and to your state. That is just not worth it to convert to your S corporation tax status. So those are the ways, 5-6 different ways to reinvest your profit inside your business. Ultimately, if you want to grow your business, these are the ways to do that. If you want to maintain that business, increase your profit margins but not increase your revenue, there are different ways, and there's a whole host of other ways to increase your profit margin but not increase your revenue, which doesn't really make sense in today's society, because it's just easier to just increase your revenue and at the end of the day make more than if you were to just to optimize your profit margins. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys found some value and can apply these to your business specifically. Obviously, this is a large general gist of business on like what different taxes that you can use, but I hope you can find a way to use these inside your business, because I am sure that you can find at least one of these to be applicable to your online business that will ultimately make you more money every single month. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.